r/askreddit. What you know what? Just to be safe.
Flipped over my shoe and shook it, because I had found a spider in it the night before, just to make sure. There was another spider in there.
Stied. Same spider, different day.
I spent extra money on Kevlar motorcycle gloves. A lot more expensive, but 5 times more durable. When I later on crashed with my sports motorcycle, I slid the first stretch of meters on the palms of my hands and feet and knees, before I started rolling, etc.
My dad has a full suit and Kevlar gloves. He went down on a track day and his left glove now has an imprint of his watch in it, but aside from a broken collarbone and a concussion, he was fine, relatively speaking.
I had a car sitting on jack stands because I needed to do some transmission work. Before climbing under it, I thought it'd be a good idea to rock the car around. One of the jack stands was not in the right spot and the car slipped off it, slamming down on the front disc brakes. Would have killed me.
I do this. Leave the jack under the car as well, but with no weight on it, and also throw a couple wheels near the jack stands as well.
Working in an electric panel, I went over to check to make sure the disconnect was off. It wasn't. I was being careful either way, not getting near the high voltage stuff, but it didn't need to be on, and could have easily killed myself with one mistake. This happened yesterday.
Electricity, water, and wild animals are the 3 things ye don't F with in this world.
Wu-Tang Clan. They have a whole song about it.
I was 19 and home for the summer from college. I had a contraband bottle of Bacardi stashed in my bedroom under a pile of clothes and other stuff between my bed and the window. My grandfather appears in a dream and sits me down with this bottle to chew me out, not for having booze as a kid, but for hiding it so poorly. I wake up, a bit disturbed by this dream, and throw the bottle of Bacardi in a duffel bag and toss that in the trunk of my car as I leave for work. Get home that evening, and the pile it had been stashed under was moved as my mom had set up a table with a fan by the window to get air moving. Grew up in northern Y without ache. Wouldn't have been a fun rest of the summer had I been busted with that.
Trolls, corals, crow cells, and more crows. Never know when the power will go out.
This crap right here. I can't count the number of times I've had to tell my wife, when was the last time you saved that? While she's working on stuff. Guess who has also lost many documents during software errors?
This happened to a friend of mine twice this semester. She's been lucky that Mrs. Word has been able to restore them, but there will come a day that it doesn't. Any time I add anything substantial or pause to think I save. No way in hell do I want to have to rewrite a paper because I forgot to save it.
Arrive in San Francisco a week into a trip. As we gather our things during a moment of downtime, I go back to check the bus because, it never hurts. Found my passport, which I had no idea I dropped.
This is why I check my passport religiously when I have it on me. I'm well aware it's in my purse, but I got to check at least 50 times on the way to the airport, etc. Had that thing stolen once when I was a kid, and my mum didn't make sure it was still there, so getting back into the country was a little hard.
This one is a bit more lighthearted. A few years ago, I went on a trip to Venice. It was going to be sunny, and I knew I have terrible luck and that there are many pigeons, so I took an old white baseball hat with me and put it on. Of course, a pigeon shed on my head. Right on the hat I had with me just in case.
Pigeons in Venice are savage as fuck. Went to San Marco Square when I was younger and had several pigeons land on my head and arms and proceeded to crap. Don't be overzealous when feeding the pigeons in Venice. You may just end up looking like one by the time they're done with you.
I was out solo hiking/camping. It was the end of a long day and I really didn't feel like taking the time to tie up a bear bag with all your food tied up in a tree far away from your camp. I said, you know what, just to be safe. I'll go set one up. Cut to the middle of the night. I'm woken up to the sound of a black bear walking 30 feet away from my hammock and heading straight to where I tied up my food.
Take 10 before you send has saved my butt countless times. Means take 10 seconds to reread your email/post/whatever written communication before you send. Emails, especially in the workplace, last forever.
So, you mean everyone else doesn't reread their emails 40 times and then finally hit the send button with anxiety for no apparent reason? Well, crap.
I always reread it 40 times and then find a typo right after I hit send.
Went hiking in the middle of the day with a friend and his girlfriend. I brought flashlights for each of us. Well, the hike took a lot longer than expected, and my buddy's girlfriend sprained her foot at the end. It took us nearly 3 times as long to get back, and it was dark with relatively rocky terrain. Those flashlights saved our bacon. I can't even fathom how long it would take to stumbling in the dark otherwise.
Scout's motto, be prepared. I always carry water, a flashlight, snacks, first aid kit, and rain gear. I just keep a day hike bag prepared and snag that so I don't even have to think about it anymore.
Got insurance for a moving van. It was $50 and I thought just in case turns out my roommate wasn't paying attention and caused one of the walls to be ripped up. Would have cost near $3,000 in damages, but since I paid the $50 I didn't owe anything.
Yeah, when you're renting a van, that's always worth it. Barely anybody is used to maneuvering such a big vehicle, so something can always happen.
I was driving on the highway headed back to college, and I see a flatbed semi coming in the opposite direction that looked to be carrying railroad ties. Big square logs, basically. I think to myself, it sure would be bad if one of those things fell off. I hold my gaze on the semi, and you can guess what immediately fell off and started tumbling right down the center of my lane. I'm convinced I wouldn't have been able to react to it properly if I hadn't just thought of that exact circumstance.
That's some Final Destination crap right there.